You know, most married couples are sitting home right now, cuddled on the couch after eating a nice 4-course meal for dinner.
I don't believe that.
Not us.
No.
Work, work, work at the community garden.
I know. Does that make us dull boys and girls?
I don't know. Usually when we get home we are, because we're completely exhausted.
Yeah.
So would you like to explain what we're doing here?
What are we doing here?
I guess we have a big kids garden.
Yeah. So there's an event for the park itself on Saturday. It's their big, you know, awareness day. They kind of just show their appreciation. They have like a circus coming, like acrobatics and performances. There's beer. There's like a beer vendor coming, like a local brewery. And basically from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, everybody enjoys the park and amenities and stuff like that. So I am part of that, obviously, because I'm running the garden. So since camp ended for the kids, it's gotten a little weedy because, you know, we took a little break and it's been rainy. So lots of weeds. So we're just kind of like cleaning up so that it doesn't look like I don't know what I'm doing on Saturday.
So what are we doing for entertainment?
When?
Well, they have all these events going on. We're going to throw tomatoes at people or something?
Yeah, right? I know, at the circus.
We should throw tomatoes at the cars that go down the road here.
I'm sure that's a great idea.
Something. I could drive back and forth with my truck, and we'll just put a bullseye on the side of it.
There you go.
And we'll have people try to nail the side of my vehicle with a nice beefsteak tomato.
I wouldn't waste my tomatoes on you.
All right, fine, a potato, but if it puts a dent in my truck, you're paying for it.
Actually, the potatoes might be ready.
Are they soft or hard?
What?
Will they bounce off a metallic bullseye sign
Yeah, I don't know.
without leaving a dent?
Probably. They're little fingerlings.
Well, we'll figure something out. Even if I have to build one of those Dunkin' booths.
That would be fun. We could dunk you with big...
Not me, you.
Oh.
It's your garden.
No, that's no fun.
What if we just like threw pails of water at you or something?
Now, why would you want to do that?
Actually, how about we'll have a raffle. Who could spray you with a garden hose for like 30 seconds?
It might be hot enough. I would be willing to do it.
Oh, it would be hot enough. Especially if I want it.
Oh, really?
Well, I can buy tickets. We'll
I'm sure you would.
Oh, I would.
Would you do that?
Sure.
No. You'd be taking out underlying aggression on me.
Well, I don't think so.
And getting away with it.
I would never do such a thing. I don't have underlying aggressions on you.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm usually on top.
Oh, yeah, haha. That's not funny.
Sorry. Went with the joke.
That was as horrendous as your joke.
Yes, that's why I had to laugh at it, because even the laugh track would not register that one.
No, I don't even think it would allow you to add it.
Whatever.
So, these were seeds that the kids planted. We did carrots and radishes, broccoli, and sunflowers, because they'll grow by the end of the season. So they're off to a good start. I am kind of...
They are? Where are they?
What do you mean?
That's why you're weeding it. I could hardly tell.
You can't tell what carrots are?
Well, what's in row number 2?
This one?
Yes.
That's sprouting broccoli, but like the seedlings are all over the place, so I have to thin them and figure out which ones are going to get their heads taken off and which ones I'm going to allow to grow.
Yeah, that's hard to determine what is a weed and what is it.
Yes, I'm sort of guessing myself at this stage, but we'll see.
Well, we'll just let you handle this side of the garden.
Yes.
I'm over here doing my part.
Hey, we have carrots in
I'm gonna take care of this, the squash over here and the cucumbers.
There you go.
Gonna pull that back.
Hey, by the way, one of the seedlings, my Daylily seedlings that we put here, because I had no place else to plant them, it's blooming today. But it's like 6:30 at night, and so it's like kind of washed out. But do you want to see it?
Sure.
Come here.
Anything to get out of work. That's why I grabbed the camera.
Look at this.
Wow. You could probably take a fender out with that one.
I know.
Holy smoke.
This right here, see this damage? Hornworms. Hornworms got us, but I think we got them all. But we didn't get too bad a production, right?
What did you ever do with them hornworms? Because
I chucked them in the field over there because they do have other host plants that are growing around here. Look at this. I didn't kill them. I didn't have the heart to kill them. Look at this.
why are those tomatoes so big?
Look it.
Is it because
Look at this.
Is it because they're planted on a vine? Or?
Oh, this is rotting. I have to take this off.
Well, we'll use that as ammo.
Yeah, this one. We could use the one. You know, we got a lot of rain, so we had a lot of blossom and rot in the ground, which is like unusual. Here, anyway, it's unusual.
So what, you have to spin it around to take it off?
That's a shame. That's gorgeous. It's mushy at the bottom. And we have a little vole that keeps gnawing on things. Here you go, woodchuck. What's the chance I'm going to make it over that fence? I kinda,
Pretty good. You got a good arm.
Yeah, but I'm doubting myself. It's heavy. Oh,
Oh, no good.
So close.
So you never told me, why are the tomatoes so damn big? Are you putting growth hormones in there or something?
Yeah, I would do that. No.
Well, what's going
Dude,
on?
we had a ton of rain. So I added compost to the beds. I put garden tone fertilizer in there, and that one is called gold medal. These are called granny cantrells. I don't think these are supposed to get that big, but if they are, I'll regrow them because these are amazing. Like, you can tell by the tops, you know, the
I'm
amount
gonna come around this side.
the amount of rain and stuff that
So
we
is
had.
that gonna be? Is it gonna taste good? Or
I hope so, but although I have to say, a lot of the ones that I grew this year were supposed to be for flavor, like amazing flavor, and I have some new varieties. I don't know if it's all the rain. I haven't had like that one tomato that's amazing yet. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I mean, the sun golds are always good. Here, try this one. This is the sun gold.
Is this where you're gonna
Here.
fade me? We've
Yes,
already
you must.
had sun gold.
This is part of the joy.
No,
Eat
not
it.
to get force fed
Yes.
while filming. It's
Oh,
not
this is-
part of the
ugh.
joy.
And sun
Yeah.
golds you have to pick. You almost have to pick these sun
Did you
golds.
double check this one?
For what?
For
No, these are actually really good. You have to pick these before they totally ripen because they split. The only caveat to that. But
It's all right.
what do
It's
you mean
not
it's all
bad.
right?
I've never really been a big tomato guy unless it's in salsa.
That is true. That is true. So this is how big mammoth sunflowers get if you plant them too close. But look, we're gonna have beautiful sunflowers.
So what are you gonna do with those sunflowers?
Cilantro under there.
Is it really just for looks?
Yeah. Well, the birds will probably eat them. But I want to show you something. Dahlias are beautiful. My God. If you don't grow fire magic, that was the first dahlia that I ever really got hooked on. Look at that beauty. Gorgeous. And I have a bunch of them. Oh, I can't wait to make the faces. Cutie patootie, kind of getting worn out. I got to kind of snip that back. Tyrell, holy cow. I bought this because I saw someone post a picture on Facebook. So I looked up the tuber. It's actually even more pretty than the picture. This is gorgeous. It's got pink, like this pinky tropical undertone to like this peachy yellow. I don't even know how to describe it. And then look at this one. I don't even know what this is. This is, hang on, we do have a tag, Hillcrest Diffusion. That is amazing. I mean, look at that. Look at the color. Can you see that? Oh, it's amazing. I love dahlias. I really love. Oh my God, Brian, we have more scapes too. Profound ambiguities times CTD times Wacky Wednesday.
Oh, wow. I've been waiting for that one.
No idea what that is. We got a scape there about to bloom. We got a scape here that's about to bloom. Oh my God, a new one too right here. Little scapes. Who are you? Where's your tag? No, I need your tag. You must have a tag.
I think you pissed off that groundhog and he's stealing
Oh no,
your
you know what it
tags
is?
on
I have a
purpose.
whole row. Whole row. CP71A times Screaming Cherries. Fun. That's a cross I made. You want to see an original? There you go. It's coming. Look at the crabgrass. Pain in the you know what.
You might want to hire somebody.
Pain in the grass right here. Did you like that joke?
It's old news.
Then you would like it because that's how you do your jokes. Oh my God, the grass is terrible. Anyway, I'm on my way to show you a seedling and I just can't help myself but to pull this stuff out. Gosh, terrible. But look at, oh, I'm so excited. Like, what is this one? I don't know.
Seems like it's kind of late in the season for these.
Yes, these are the, oh, look at the teeth on this one. This was a gift. These were gifted seeds. Advenus. That's all it said. So I'm assuming it was Advenus times itself. So, and you know what? It has lots of teeth. You know, it's happy if you wanted something with teeth, a toothy edge. This would be the one.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't get to shoot his pistol at anybody, did he?
No, but we do have, oh, do we have any open here? No, we do not. So I got to get in here. Look at all the crabgrass and stuff. But the seedlings are starting to bloom. So if you bought seeds from me and you started with me in December, no, was it December? Must be December, January. Anyway, I did that whole follow along and grow with me for the Daylily seeds, especially if you purchased from me. It was kind of a fun little thing we were starting. So if you did that and you were growing yours and you have them in the ground, you should be getting buds on a few of them by now, because if I can do it with neglect and late planting, you should definitely be getting them. Yeah, so they're just starting. That's my first seedling bloom of the year right there.
Wow,
So
big
I'm pretty
news.
excited. And there's scapes coming. If I fertilize this, I would certainly help it along, but I do not have the time for that. So they're not even getting babied. Whatever it is, it is. Hello, look at that. If this was longer stemmed, it'd be gorgeous. I'm gonna pop your head off right now.
Why?
Because it's short. I can't put these in bouquets and I would really love to. But anyway, did you see this? I mean, that is just magnificent. And dragonberry, look at dragonberry. Look at this. Can you see it from that side? That's a terrible
It's
angle.
hard.
No.
I got bugs on this side.
Oh,
and
stop complaining.
the sun over there.
Stop complaining.
That looks beautiful.
If you film it from the right angle, it does.
Yeah, well.
And then Bear and Katie, one of my all-time favorites. Look at though, it's starting. Could you imagine just to have feel? This is what the farm should be shaping up to right now. We should be having rows and rows and rows of this. But ours are like this size right here. That's the extent of my dahlias at the farm.
Oh, please, they're coming back.
Not very fast.
Well, you know what?
Not very fast. The pollinator garden. Look at this. Terrible.
I think it looks great.
It's over. Oh, it's great. It's overtaken by weeds.
Well,
Remember we should have mulched and put the fabric down, but listen, we can't do everything.
I thought that's kind of what you wanted. That's like a natural.
No, that is not what I wanted. I want like what I have at home there. Although I pretty much have the same amount of weeds at this point. Lisianthus, let's look at these. Look. These are like little miniature roses, dark purple. Oh my God, I'm doing a ton of bouquets of those this week too.
What are they called?
Lisianthus.
Lizardanthus?
Are you trying to screw it up on purpose?
Maybe.
You are, I can tell. I'm not answering you. Look at this one though. This one's like dusty mauve. Not dusty mauve, like a dusty lilac.
It's
And
the
then
same
bright
type
purple.
or no?
Same thing. These are the same thing too. Like this one, look at this. Does that not look like a rose?
It
That
is, isn't
it
it?
looks like, no, that's the bud for the pink Lisianthus and the lilac Lisianthus. Oh my God, and the peach. Look at that, apricot. That's gorgeous. This one's kind of open. And then there's some white ones. Are you been drinking today?
No.
What's the matter with you?
You got, something was rubbing the back of my leg and it didn't feel too fun.
And also, I mean, something is starting to eat them, but I expect that. These are the purple Brussels sprouts. So I'm expecting these to, I have a few. The 4 in the ground are growing way better than the 2 in the bed. So that's kind of interesting. The raised beds need a little more work in the soil.
So you don't really have too many pumpkins here.
I don't have any pumpkins.
Wow, you didn't do good on pumpkins this year.
I didn't really plant them. We sprinkled a couple at the farm and they got immediately annihilated by the
We should have put some
bugs.
over there where the wood chip
Oh my
pile
God.
was.
Look at
Whoa.
that. Yeah, that's a little overdone. But we have beautiful, oh my God, beautiful cucumbers. Look at this, perfect. These are the perfect like little picklers. Oh my God, another big one.
Now, if you're ready for the farmer's market in a couple days, do you want to pick them now?
Well, those I want to pick because that'll help these grow faster. Those are pretty much oversized, so they're not gonna, they wouldn't go. Look at this. Oh, spider, check that out. But look, these are trombones. So
it looks like they're a little overgrown too.
These are the English cukes. Beautiful. If you grow them vertically, you don't have to worry about cucumber bugs. The cucumber beetles, they're striped and spotted.
So why aren't those ready?
They are, but I'm not, because they're not really overdone, and I'm not going to bring them home. Sometimes cucumbers, when you pick them, in like 2 days, they get kind of rubbery if you don't refrigerate them. And then if you refrigerate them and bring them to the market, they kind of get that condensation on the outside, and then they get warm again. And I like whatever's ready on Thursday, Friday for the market is what I like to bring because it's the most fresh. That's what I would want, so that's what I would bring.
What's up with the prickly cucumbers?
Where?
Like, some of the times, the cucumbers that I pick have like these little pricks on the side of them.
Yeah.
What's the deal with those? Are those like...
I don't know. Some don't have that. Some are smooth and some aren't. I don't know.
Almost like these little teeth.
Yeah, I know. But they come off when you rub them, right?
Is that for predators or...
Ow!
What?
Ow, I got a bug in my eye.
Did
Ow!
you all right?
You know when you get a bug in your eye and it stings because it immediately like dies or pees in your eye? That's what I think is happening. Ow! It's all right. At the end of the day, I'm getting whiny. And why are you so close? Do you have a problem?
Did you grow a golf ball?
Yes. Ow! Oh my God, I just got one in the other eye.
It's too buggy to be doing this.
Ow!
It's probably not good for our health.
That's why I keep my sunglasses on.
I don't
my
really
God,
need to
that's awful.
catch West Nile virus.
That is awful. And now I have dirt in my fingers that's going, ow, into my eye. I hate bugs like that.
You want me to look at it?
No, do you want to see? Do you want to see? You can't even see. What are you
please. I don't have a bug in my eye.
Want to see something? I planted these purple and white, like, French radishes. Are they French? I think Betsy told me they're French radishes.
I think the question is, do you want to see something?
Do you want to see?
You're the one with the bug in the eye.
You're so cute, these things. They're not ready yet. But I'm going to pick a big one.
What are they?
It's not a big one yet. I'm going to pick a little one to show you the color. Look, they're radishes. We just planted them like 2 weeks ago.
There's nothing there.
I know, but they're pretty. Do you see the color? It's purple and white, like pink and white.
You just killed the little guy.
So I didn't kill him.
All he'll ever be is a radish root. Are you actually eating that like that?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I'm sure insects aren't actually...
Damn, that's spicy. And now I got dirt in my mouth. That was really not good.
Yeah.
Actually, it was spicy. The one, like, half a centimeter that I got was great.
Looks like somebody's been eating something out there on your garden.
What is this white plant? What is this? Oh my God. I know what this is. These are the snake. This is the snake bean. What is this though? Why does this look different than that? This is snake beans. These were supposed to grow for the kids and they didn't, but look at the leaf difference. See how small these are? And they have white flowers. Those are so pretty. Oh, and it's going all the way up. So we're gonna have snake beans, I assume. They're supposed to be really long, and then in the fall, they're almost like a gourd that you, like they turn colors, like all different colors. It's supposed to be really fun, but I planted them and nothing really happened. Look at that thing. That is a mess of squash is what that is. But that's okay. That's production right there. And I have a row of sunflowers that needs to be watered. And beets. Beets aren't that happy.
It doesn't look too good for the baits. They
No.
look bait.
This must have been amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Little crack.
You should just leave them out a few.
Crap. The vole. He's a little critter.
So you're kind of done teaching at the kids' garden. How did it go?
It was fun, but it was very interesting. It was very interesting to adapt to kids who don't want to be there and whose parents just kind of enrolled them in garden because that's another fun thing they can do at camp. So some kids were really into it and some gardened at home and some had never gardened and were like fascinated by how food grows and how to do things. The microgreens were good. I had them plan out their own square foot garden. So if they had a 4x8 garden at home, we drew it out and I gave them all a key for what plant takes up how much space in a raised bed. And if they were to plant a 4x8 at their house, I had them all put what vegetables they would eat in their garden so that when they took them home, their parents would know kind of like what they would try. And some of them tried things that we grew here. Some of them put those squash in. Some of them liked more fruit like strawberries and lettuces and things like that. Definitely tomatoes. But it was kind of fun. The edible flowers was a big hit. Every time they came in, they picked calendula flowers and they had no idea that you could eat them. So they would pick the head and then everybody would try petals and we put that in an herb dipping oil. And they got to make their own dipping oil from herbs that we picked them in the garden.
Thank you. I was afraid you were going to try to shove a flower down my throat.
You want to try it?
No, I don't. I was waiting though.
No, we did a lot of pollinators. We did some scavenger hunts to see what they could find. The black tomatoes were a surprise and a big hit for the kids. And what else? The carrots, the purple carrots, they loved them. Turned all the kids' mouths black. So that was interesting. They are very, they just change the color. Your hands are stained. So the purple carrots are great, but they definitely have some type of, like, you could almost use it as a dye or a paint because it was just like, everybody went back to camp with black mouths. It was kind of funny. So, yeah, it was good.
Are you expecting any bad Yelp reviews?
Yeah,
or?
I'm sure. We had a couple kids who, was like, oh, do I have to come to camp today? And I'm like, what? What do you mean? I do not understand. No comprendo. But, when they get here, they're all engaged. But it's like, it's weird. Like, kids are like, oh, I don't want to do that. And then they come and they get engaged. Like, they do feed off of energy. So we had a few negative Nellies in the class. And so one of the things that I tried to do was, like, have them feed or be my assistant and have them feed off my energy and have them sort of assist. So even if they weren't into gardening, they at least felt like they had a job and a place to belong here. And so it wasn't like 40 minutes of,
Well, what did you like doing when you were 9 years old?
You know what? Honestly, I just remember like my dad always used to sit on a bucket in the garden and he just watched the peas grow. But when they were ready, I loved to harvest stuff. They loved picking tomatoes. They literally, everybody that came through. So at the start of class, we actually, the very first day, we planted sunflowers. And we learned a little bit about how they're heliotropic and they follow the sun and all that kind of stuff. So we learned about the sizes they could be, and then we planted dwarf sunflowers in pots. So they all got to pick their seeds and put their, they potted up put the soil in the pot, planted their seeds, and then watered them. So every day they would come in, and you know, when they first sprouted, they're like, oh, my seeds sprout. You know, some got one, some got all four. You know, it was like, and they let them grow, or they could pinch off the head and like get one big one. So every day they came to camp, they would look, and they actually took them home on the last day, and they were just starting to make their buds. So I hope that they continue to water them and take care of them. But like, that's the fun stuff, like, because they get to do it, it's hands-on, and then they're actually looking and watching the progression of the life cycle of a sunflower, or a plant for that matter. There's a monarch over there.
Oh, really? And you're not jumping up and down?
I'm actually thrilled to see it, to be honest, because we haven't seen too many, so he's just kind of chilling. Yeah, so I don't know, when I was that age, I don't really remember much. I just remember that we always had a garden, and we used to always just pick from the garden and eat it. It would never go to the house. Like, my dad used to pick some tomatoes and bring them in on the counter just to ripen them, but I just remember eating directly. We'd take the shelling peas and just eat them right out of the pods.
I don't really remember a class that taught gardening.
No,
Like,
I actually, I do remember when we were little, they had us start in plastic cups, the string beans. So we all got 2 seeds, and we put it in a styrofoam cup, which is like the worst thing you could possibly grow in. But I'm dating myself now, because, you know, this was years ago, like 30 some years ago. And we did, once they sprouted, we had them by the windowsill, which wasn't enough light, so they got leggy, and by the time they were really leggy, you got to bring them home. So they never produced anything, but that's pretty much all I remember getting taught in school. I would love to do something at the school, like where you have gardening class, even at recess, like for kids who want to learn, and like every day there's something fun that you do or you teach, but I don't have the time to do it, so I know it's probably not a good thing to bring up, because...
Well, it would have been nice for us. I think I had home ec. The only thing that was even
Did
close.
you learn how to cook and sew there? That's what I did. We learned how to sew and create things and bake things and make things.
I learned how to get kicked out of class for accidentally putting too much yeast in some bread dough. And
You probably did that on purpose.
created a huge blob that took over half the cafeteria.
I believe you.
It's true.
Oh my God.
We were doing teacher lunches, and the teacher gave me some lip, and well, yeah, needless to say,
You were a troublemaker.
I threw some yeast in the batter, and boy, oh boy, I'm sitting there watching it behind her, and it's just getting fatter and fatter, and then all of a sudden this big piece falls off and hits the floor. Splat! She immediately knew it was me because I couldn't stop laughing. So yeah, that is the closest I ever got to home ec, honey.
You were not the teacher's pet ever.
And now you know why I just do dishes.
Yes, right. But anyway, so that's that. It's, you know, we had really good production though. The hornworms were a big hit. We had those near the end of class.
Did you film the hornworms?
Did I film them? I don't know that I
hornworms.
filmed. I took pictures. I didn't really film them. They were massive.
I know.
Huge.
I was hoping you would put them on film.
I may have, if I filmed them, it wasn't anything awesome, no. I was so shocked to even find them, but man, they just, you could tell, because look, that tomato, the second one over in the last row, it's like no leaves. And I'm like, what the heck would usually things that eat from the bottom up. Hornworms eat from the bottom down. I mean, from the top down. So I definitely found that to be the case.
Yeah, she sends me a text message and says, can you get rid of those caterpillars out on the porch?
I put them in a bucket, but I picked tomato leaves so they could still eat. And then I brought them back to class because I was like, you know what? That'd be a cool thing to show the kids. And we found them after class when we were like kind of just weeding and cleaning up. And I was like, you know, we're going to bring them back to class. So I brought them back, and everybody was fascinated by them. And then we put them over in the field. So.
Yeah, I thought originally you wanted me to execute those.
Well, I did ask for that because I couldn't do it, but then, hey.
So you're lucky.
I know, right? Trellis Park Day's coming up.
See See, you can't even do an interview without people admiring your great work down
Well, you know
here
what?
at the
We did a
children's
lot.
garden.
We did a lot to this garden. I kind of wish we had filmed what it looked like last year when I didn't do it because, yeah.
We do have footage of the beginning of the season.
We
It
do.
looked like
Actually,
crap.
we do. Yeah. I mean, it was just not anything like usable.
I still can't get that first work day out of my head.
Yeah. This right here is another issue. There's thistle, there's weeds. I'm picking these herb boxes up. Like I'm picking the shell of the boxes up. Well, you're probably doing that. And we're just gonna mow this over. I'll probably keep a little bit of the thyme and oregano and golden oregano and rosemary, but I'm gonna take out, there's only like 4 plants that are usable in this. I'm gonna take them out and then we're gonna just let this go into grass. And we're gonna do an herb box, but we're gonna do it well. This is kind of just neglected and thistle grew in there and you never get rid of it. So we need a lawnmower.
And when is that going to happen?
Hopefully before Saturday.
Ugh,
Yeah, I know.
we got a lot of stuff to do still.
Yes.
And then we're going to go camping.
I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me. I'm tired.
It is
My throat
tough.
kind of hurts today and I have a headache and I know it's stress headache, but I'm kind of like, I'm at that end of season. I'm looking at my home gardens today and there was just so much, like the lawn is all grown in, my cone flowers, like the rain is just pounding my flowers over. Everything's leaning. My client gardens, everything's leaning. I'm kind of like at that throw in the trowel stage and I almost want to just do a cutback. Like take all the flowers off, let the plants stand up, clean up. And if I do that, I have no color, but I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want to do, but that's what needs to be done. Everything is just leaning. And if I let it lean, it's going to kill some of the plants that are in there. I also need to pick string beans. Look at this. Green, purple, look at those. They are like ready. They're almost
Definitely
too
get
big.
some. We'll have them for dinner.
We had them for dinner with the chicken.
When?
Well, when you steam those purple ones, they turn green.
Oh, I thought you burnt the beans.
Burnt them.
Yeah.
They come out. They turn from purple to green.
Oh,
So they turn yellow and green when you steam them.
I thought you threw the burnt ones out then.
No.
Hmm.
The purple carrots, on the other hand, they
Oh.
don't change color. They look good.
So you burnt the carrots. What did I eat that was burnt?
There was nothing burnt.
Yeah, something was burnt.
What are you talking about? Then you made it. I didn't.
That $45 chicken you purchased the other night. She
Yeah.
goes to these farmers markets to sell flowers and ends up eating lobster rolls and
I literally break even.
expensive cakes and cookies
I know.
and
Well, they put me right next to Sweet Butter Baker. I mean, I'm just eyeballing it all night. And then, when she starts getting low on her supplies, I'm like, oh, I got to go grab something. That streusel cake, though, was good. And I bought from the maple, hand hollow maple, I bought blueberry maple syrup. And I put it on the cinnamon streusel cake from Sweet Butter Baker. Oh my God, it was perfect. And I ate it on the patio on Saturday morning. It was amazing. That was a moment I enjoyed thoroughly.
I don't remember being there Saturday morning.
You worked. You went to work for some stupid
Oh,
reason.
really?
Yeah. If you stuck around, your kids got it.
Really?
Yep.
That's a coincidence that the one day I go to work on a Saturday, my wife decides.
If you don't come to the market and know what's happening and what I'm bringing home and help me pack up, you don't get rewarded.
Oh, please. I can't go to the market all the time. Fridays are your day.
Fridays are my day.
I can't handle that. I'm not a huge fan of Friday markets. Now, if they were at the barn,
Yeah.
maybe it would be a different story.
Well, you know what? You know what it is? Packing up for a farmer's market is horrible. It's hard for us because we have so many other things to do. So it's tough. I don't know why I'm pounding the leaves over there. I'm really trying to water this stuff.
I was supposed to make an edge in there, and now you're going to get it all wet.
Because you're not going to do it. By the time you get in here, it'll be done.
Really?
I'm excited about the snake beans, though.
It's a great way to get out of stuff, guys. Just film your wife doing the work.
I'm ordering for the first time, but these are seedlings. They're tiny, and it hasn't rained in a couple days, so they're like, ooh.
So if somebody plants a garden and they live in like a village that has like village water that has chemicals like fluoride and stuff in, is it okay for them to water their gardens with that?
What else are they going to use?
Well, do you think it would make a difference
In what?
in the garden growth? Like if you and somebody else both planted the same stuff, you used well water and they used village water, do you think it would affect the garden?
I don't know. I haven't been in that experiment.
We should try it.
Well, we are.
I don't know. Is this village water? Is this off a well or is this
No, this is
from the tower?
correct. They pay for this.
All right. So how much watering though have you really done?
Not much. I'm sure, I think this, other than seedlings or seeds that I just plant, I don't water. Had this been last year,
I keep running into the trellis here with the camera. Sorry, folks.
that trellis did wonders. I'll tell you what it was not smart to use was that jute string, because we had such a wet season that the jute that was wrapped around the landscape staple in the ground just rotted. So by the time the tomatoes got heavy, a lot of the strings fell over and I had to just tie up the...
So what do you recommend then to tie up tomatoes?
I don't know, but I definitely would not use that kind of jute string anymore. I need something that's a little, maybe even a little synthetic, I don't know. But something a little stronger. I would almost use like a, you know those like thin, ropey, they're almost plasticky. It's like a woven, what is it called? What, polypropylene? What is that stuff?
Exactly.
You don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it starts with a P though.
Your description has definitely made me realize exactly what you're talking about.
Don't you front it.
No, I know what it is. I just don't know what it's called.
Yes. Well, anyway, it's like a baling twine that is made out of like more plasticky than jute, because jute does not hold up in wet seasons. So that was my lesson.
So you more plastics right?
Well, just more synthetic so that it holds up all season. You know, like the netting, the plastic netting, the Hortanova netting for the cut flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem with that is it has to be sort of woven because it will slice through. It's got to be somewhat soft.
Is it like that rubbery stuff, the plasticky stuff?
That's two different things. What are you saying?
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. The rubbery stuff that looks like the plastic stuff.
Now I know why this isn't growing.
Why?
Because the sun it's being shaded by the trellis squash. Part of the day. The sun's getting lower.
I know, that's one thing that I kind of enjoy. It definitely is getting darker earlier.
It is. Would you like to come mow the community garden with me?
Not really.
I have not been over there all season. Next year I'm not renting a plot because I do not have the time to take care of it.
Well, you do own a 20-acre farm. I really don't think you need to be hogging up space in the community garden.
Well, I know. That is definitely true.
Are there any empty plots in there?
There were last year. Emma! Come on out now.
All right, honey, I think I've had enough of Helping you out down here at the kids' garden.
You haven't done anything.
What do you mean?
What'd you do?
I didn't.
Show everybody what you did.
I came here, I started weeding, and
How long?
long enough to get into it. It's not like I avoided it totally. I did start it.
For like not even 2 minutes.
Well, that's because I had to film you before you started your job for a before and after.
I don't need a before and after. I have
Well,
a before.
sorry. You will be grateful later on when you get to see the before and after. So, I'm going to end this video before you spray me,
And then
not
we have
after.
Then we have to go mow that garden over there.
It's getting late.
Yeah, well, we better go.
All right. Hopefully there's a light on it. Whoa. Oh, that feels good.
I know, it does, doesn't
Oh my
it?
God. Oh, yes, again. What will the neighbors say? Oh, that felt good, baby. One more time. Up high.
By the way, tomorrow's our anniversary.
It is? Oh my God.
You didn't know?
Yes, I did, but you
did
wrecked
not.
my
You-
surprise.
Oh, yeah? You wanted to be surprised tomorrow when I told you?
No, the surprise would have been when I forgot that it was our anniversary.
I can't believe you. How can you forget?
Surprise.
5 years ago.
Oh, 5 years ago today,
Yes.
I became the luckiest man on earth.
I wouldn't go that far.
It would have been nice if I read the fine print in the vows, but hey, I'm healthy for it, I guess, right?
Oh, please.
You keep me on my toes.
What would you be doing right now without me? Please.
I'd be watching
You would be like
television.
an 80-year-old man.
Oh, please.
You
I worked
would.
all day.
You should. Work is good for your soul.
Yes, well, I get paid for that work.
Yeah, so.
The hardest job I have is pro
Coming home?
bono.
Yikes. Look at this.
Yeah, it's exactly what I said.
The zinnias look good. God, look at the size of that one. That's gorgeous. I might save the seeds from that one.
Which one of these are on the chopping block for the bouquet this week?
I don't pick from here. I pick from the farm.
So what's going to happen?
Those, though.
What's going to happen on this day? Are they coming in the
Yes.
garden?
Yeah, there's a tour.
So do we have to be here?
Yes.
Well, how are we entertaining people?
We're answering questions and that's it.
What, is that beehive still over there in the corner? Maybe we could throw potatoes at a beehive.
Wow, the Russian sage did really good in this. Oh, it comes out easy.
Yes, it's not there.
Do I want to get into this?
No, you do not.
But it's going to seed. What do you want to do? Do you want to go mow the garden or do you want to weed? Let's weed. We're here. By the way, the tithonia, look at
I
this.
didn't even get to answer it. Yeah, but that looks like it's all weeds.
No, this. This is tithonia. See, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a dozen in here. It's supposed to be tall. I planted them really late, but they're starting. They're going to flower. We have dill in here. No caterpillars, though. But we have dill. I planted dill, and there's more seeds here.
Is dill a weed?
No.
Then where does the expression dill weed come from? Don't be a dill weed.
I've never used that.
Well,
I've never heard you use that.
it's country slang.
For what?
I'm trying to forget about
You're doing a good job.
who called me a dill weed because it was very traumatic.
You're trying to forget?
Yes, because it was traumatic.
Oh, stop it.
It was.
Yeah, because dillweed. I can think of a lot
I think
more.
it was on-
I've called you a lot worse.
Don't be a dill weed.
That doesn't even... I wouldn't even use that. That's not strong enough.
Well, I was young at the time. I think it might have even been Roscoe on Dukes of Hazzard who called somebody a dill weed.
Well, Stop.
I don't know where the expression dillweed came from. If you do, leave a comment. Let us know. How's that for engagement,
All right,
babe?
dillweed, get down here and help me.
No.
I need to get the crabgrass out.
Yeah, well.
It's easy. It comes out. The soil's really good here. We amended it and rototilled it. This stuff. Where's the guy that mows? My God.
Hey, now.
Get in here and rev the tractor, baby.
Please. Doesn't look too bad.
The edges are like...
Well, that's because I haven't been down here. It's not him, so you're basically talking crap about me, and I'm trying to throw him under the bus so people don't realize that I'm the guy who actually did a crappy job mowing.
Oh my God, go get the mower.
No. It's too late to mow. It's already dewy. You can see it in the grass.
It's dewy, dillweed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Crabgrass is like my nemesis.
See, the problem is it's been very hot, and I've been outside all day.
Dude, it's shady, so quit your complaining.
It's shady
Get your
now.
gloves on and let's go.
But it wasn't shady earlier when you asked me to weed.
All right, well now I am, and it's not sunny.
Well,
Get your ass down here and start pulling, babe.
you should be very concerned about your husband's welfare.
Definitely not.
No?
I know when you need assistance and when you don't. Get your ass down here and weed.
Yeah, and with that attitude, you'll be on welfare after I keel over because you just continue to not let me take a break.
Don't act like I depend on you for my own well-being.
Oh, please.
Don't even. Let's go there. I love how all those reels everyone's like, she probably sits home and does nothing all day.
Well,
That is farthest from the truth. I'd love to sit home, actually.
you had a chance.
You know what? I don't know what's wrong with me. I probably could do that.
I did. I offered you that. I said,
know.
why don't you be a stay-at-home mom? I'll leave and you stay at home
Yeah, that happens anyway.
and be the mom. Oh, please, I don't do that. I'm always home with you. Sharing experiences and chores.
Oh, cleaning experiences?
I do miss working in the gardens at home
Good.
with
Get
you.
your gloves. Let's go.
I'm gonna.
Can-
You know
you can
what? I really
share
am.
Share this weeding experience with me.
I'm gonna. These are things we're gonna be talking about when we're older. Like in a week or two. Or maybe even tomorrow. My back hurts.
Tomorrow, you and I are doing something.
What are we doing?
It's our anniversary.
Oh,
Oh my God.
what are we
I
doing?
didn't even hint. I flat out said, by the way,
What do you
don't
have
forget.
planned? What do you have planned for our anniversary?
well, apparently I'm going to have to get on some plans. I think we're going to just go to dinner while your kids are at football. That sounds exciting, doesn't it?
I don't know.
We could come here and finish up. I actually have to go to the farm tomorrow night and harvest flowers to make bouquets, so you're off the hook.
So on our anniversary, you're gonna let me stay home while you go and pick flowers at the farm. Now, you know, I guess if you're doing something you enjoy.
No, you're helping me harvest flowers.
What?
You misunderstood royally.
Well, what if I have to work late?
You will.
We've been getting a lot of rain lately. You know what? I can't think of anything better to do than to pick flowers with you on our anniversary.
It's not working. Get down here and help me.
You sure? Enough questions. Enough stalling. Sun's finally down.
To have, to hold, and to weed.
Yes, time to wish you a happy anniversary and get down on 2 knees instead of 1, like I did 5 years ago. Thank you.
Oh, God.
All right, not too many husbands would do it, but I'm sure tomorrow you'll let me know how much I'm appreciated. Nothing. Oh, you're no fun, ever.
What do you want me to say?
You're supposed to say, you're damn right. You're a man.
Damn right, you're a man.
Yeah, come on. Now I gotta edit that in. Yeah, turn the other way. Say, you're just a man.
You're just a man, baby.
Thank you. Oh, I feel like one. Now I can't weed. Ah,
Now you sound like Shania Twain. Man,
ridicule me.
I feel like a woman.
Yes, I do. Every time I weed, it's not good for my macho image. But I'll do it anyway because you know what? That's why we're still married.
Makes your wife look good.
Yes. Happy wife, happy anniversary.
Happy wife, happy life.
Well, that's why we have an anniversary. Still doing it.
Actually, it's 5 years, but we've been together for 13.
We've been together for 13 years. Can you believe that?
No.
Jeepers, I lost on that bet.
I lost on that bet too.
Oh. Sorry. But I can't believe it sometimes. With your attitude,
I think you're too tired to go anywhere.
well, at this point, I'm highly invested in my beautiful wife.
Please.
Oh, I am.
You just know you ain't gonna find better, darling.
Oh, honey, I knew that the minute I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe it.
Please.
I do.
Well, then that's why we're just still happily miserable, according
Well.
to everyone online.
No.
Jeez, I can't tell who's more miserable. The one comment was just like, you know, I don't know why I watch this. I can't tell who's more miserable. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, maybe being honest and having a real reaction online is too much for people to handle because they live in such perfect worlds. I don't know. I guess if I'm supposed to fake my emotions and not have disappointments or moods, I don't know. Everybody else, what are y'all doing to not have moods every day or every other day or every week? I don't know.
Well, you know.
Everybody acts like they've never been in like bad moods or just had a pissy day. Shit.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm just saying.
America's sweetheart does not swear.
No, well, this is like, come on. It's real reactions. They act like it's all scripted or something. I'm just, if I'm annoyed by the farm being too wet and nothing growing and I don't want to, you know, and you're filming me and I just don't want to be filmed, I'm entitled to act however I want to. It's my real reaction, whatever. I don't have to act a certain way just because you're filming me.
Oh, yeah? I am the director. You'll act like I tell you. You got it, lady?
Yeah.
See? I think that's the problem. These women with green hair just can't handle my voice and my masculinity because it is hard to hide it.
All right, I'm done with that whole row.
It's really hard to hide it.
All right, I'm going to go get your son. And, oh, yeah, it is. It's oozing. It's oozing.
Can you ever?
I'm not really, I'm kind of listening, but I'm not really.
Yeah, but how could you overlook that great physique?
Because you always have those comments.
No,
Yes.
just once on our anniversary.
It's not tomorrow.
Well,
And the fact that you can't remember, did you not remember for real? Be honest.
I did not remember what today's date was. I know what our anniversary is.
So what tomorrow, would you just go through and be like, oh, it's the 17th and it's nothing?
I don't know. I kind of feel like our
I
anniversary.
shouldn't have said anything. And then you would have felt pretty dumb.
I feel like our anniversary is like 13 years ago. Oh my God, Shelly. You did
And
that on
that
purpose.
is what you get for forgetting.
Is that going to be poisonous?
You'll have to let me know when you're sweating.
Well, look at that. You got to cut that. Come here. Look at this. Somebody, no. That is deadly.
Yeah. It is.
Thanks for the warning.
Whew. You backed right into that one.
Yeah. The entire night. Hi, honey. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Definitely
If I forget to say it tomorrow, I'll just play this video. Happy anniversary.
If you forget to say it tomorrow, I'll remind you.
Oh, please.
Don't you worry.
First thing when I wake up, I'm going to say it.
What time is it?
What do you think?
What time is it?
I don't know. I'm filming.
Jeez,
I can't
get
tell
off
what
the
time it is.
phone.
All right. We're done here, everybody. Happy anniversary. We are probably the happiest couple on planet Earth. I'm smiling big time.
Get off the phone.
Oh.
Or you're going to have a few cukes where you don't want them.
Oh, this could be the last anniversary, people. Enjoy.
You can't get that lucky.
Yeah, probably not. All right, dear. Love you.